There are many times in life when we're caught between two competing desires, the desire to fit in and conform against the desire to create and stand out. Creative work is often lonely, but conformity is often dull and stifling. So what do when you want to create, but you also want a place to belong? For many people, maybe even most people, the answer is to try to do both. To create within the context of an existing structure. Being creative this way means that you're working in a language that other people already understand and appreciate, but it makes it so much more likely that you'll find a community of like-minded creative thinkers. So sure, you might sacrifice a little creativity because you've confined yourself to an existing format or game or tradition, but you're also much more likely to find an audience, and your creative work is much more likely to be appreciated. Both speedrunning and Rabbinic Judaism do this because at the heart of both communities is something beloved that people want to make their own. For games, this urge to gain ownership is driven by the fact that games by their very nature are always putting you in control. For Rabbinic Judaism, the urge to take ownership is driven by a desire to find meaning in the texts that you learned from a very young age, which themselves are full of people constantly taking the mantle of ownership from previous generations of readers. In both cases, the rigid structure of game mechanics or legal codes actually makes it easier to devote your energy to innovating, since your creative moves will be easily legible to others in your community. Rabbinic Judaism isn't the game, and games aren't a religion, but both use the rule as a building block to construct meaningful experiences in much the same way that a painter uses paint to construct beautiful paintings.